Hello everyone, this is your science teacher from Welkin National School. Welcome back students. Today let's learn the next lesson in EVS, lesson number 9, where does water come from? In the previous lesson we learned about the uses of water, the sources of water and also the importance of water. So today let's learn more about water. Students, here one activity is there. Choose the right answer and put a tick next to the proper picture. If your answer is different from all of the given pictures, write it in the empty box. First question, what do you drink water from? What do you drink water from? Here, first picture is your glass. At home, we mostly use glass for drinking water. Next picture is your lota. This is the Indian word lota. We also use lota for drinking water. Yes, third picture is that bottle. We use bottle when we are going outside. And next picture is our palm of our hands. When we don't have anything to drink water, then we use palm of our hands. Next one is, at our home, water comes from water tap. And we take that water from that tap and we use tumbler to drink water. Now, second question number 2 is, what is this drinking water stored in? Jug. We store water in your jug, pot, plastic container, steel drum, pot with tap, earthen big pot, and finally is your big tank. This kind of tank we store water. Next question, where do you think this stored drinking water come from? It comes from well, dams, hand pumps, rivers, lake. So, all the water that we drink or all the water stored are come from any one of these places. It could be from well, or it could be from dams, or it could be from hand pumps, rivers or lakes. I hope all of you understood. You got the answer of these questions? Yes, students? Now children, do you know where do we get water? Where? Very good. Yes, we get water from the rain. Rain is the main source of water. So today we will learn in detail about different water bodies and landforms. When it rains, some water flows over the ground, giving rise to rivulets, streams and rivers. Some water collects in low-lying areas, thus lakes are formed. A flowing river is sometimes blocked by building a wall. This is called a dam. When it doesn't rain, the water from the dam can be used. Some rainwater seeps into the ground. To obtain this water, we dig wells. Sometimes, water in the ground comes out in the form of springs. Children, do you know some rainwater seeps into the ground? To obtain this water, we dig wells. This water can also be taken out by using hand pumps, which are mostly seen in villages, and bore wells. However, places like wells, hand pumps, bore wells, and dams are man-made source of water. Now, let's see how is a river formed and how does it flow. Rain also falls on high places like mountains. This rainwater flows downhill. Numerous rivulets of water flowing down hills join together to form a river. A river flows down mountains and plateaus, through valleys and over plains. Now next topic is water bodies. Flowing water and stores of water are examples of water bodies. Springs, streams, rivers, lakes, reservoirs, creeks, seas and oceans are all water bodies. Now let's go to the next topic, that is landforms. A landform is a natural feature of the surface of the earth due to the high and low levels of land at different places. Land gets different forms. Mountain, peaks, hills, hillocks, plateaus, plains, passes and valleys are some of the landforms. Students, have you heard about a spring? No. Don't worry students, I will tell you what it is. What is a spring? A place where water naturally comes out of the ground is called a spring. Do you know where a spring comes from? Rainwater seeps into the ground. It seeps deep into the ground through cracks in the soil and rocks. Even under the ground, it flows from a higher level to lower levels. This groundwater comes out of the ground in some places. This is what we call a spring. Students, here one map is there. This map shows you the water bodies and landforms in our district. The water bodies are shown in blue. Landforms are shown in different colors. These colors are given according to the height of the region. Here some questions are there. Write the name of the sea to the west of our district in the box. Here, Arabian Sea in the west. Color the course of Surya River in a different color. So, you have to find the Surya River is here. So, you have to color the Surya River, this one here. Next question. Write the name of the mountain in the district. Sahyadri Mountain. In the map, circle the names of two rivers which meet. River Vaitarna. River Vaitarna. Here. So, River Tansa and River Pinjal. Next question is, draw a box around the names of the creeks in the maps. Vasai Creek, Tatiwari Creek, Palgar Creek and Dahanu Creek. Here one small activity is there. You can try this activity at your home with your family members. Try this one. Take 3 bottles of the same shape. Fill one bottle to the brim with water. Imagine that you are the only one using all this water. This means you can use all the water in the bottle. Now fill the second bottle with water. Imagine that another student from your class will also use this bottle with you. Divide the water equally into two parts. Now see how much water you get. Is this water less or more than the amount you had the first time? Now fill the third bottle. Imagine that four other children in the class besides you will use this water. Now you will have to divide the water in the bottle into 5 equal parts. Now see how much your share of the water is. Is the amount of water you have this time less or more than the first two times? You have to try this activity at home. Mausiram and Cherrapunji are two places in India which receive the highest rainfall in the world. In summer, however, there is a shortage of water in those places. The same thing occurs in the Konkan region of Maharashtra. This is because adequate efforts are not made to store rainwater. Storing rainwater will help solve these problems. Now we are going to learn about water supply. Do you know about pipelines? Pipelines are used to carry water from distant wells, lakes and water tanks to our homes. In some areas, water is also supplied through tankers. Now, what we have learnt? All the water we get is rainwater. Rivers, lakes and springs are all formed because of the rain. Rivers start in high places like mountains and flow downhill. It is necessary to collect rainwater. Students, I hope all of you understood this lesson. Thank you.